Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to this tutorial series. So this is the Ultimate Phoenix Guide, and it's a question that I've been asked a few times recently, so I thought what we'll do is do a little video on it. It will only take us 5 minutes. So it's a little snippet on the Phoenix. So a lot of people have asked me how you get the MCDU, so the virtual MCDU, onto like a tablet or another Windows computer from the Phoenix natively. So obviously, you can have other options like having the Wingwing products, but if you don't really want to fork out all that sort of money, Phoenix have got you covered. So just a couple of points to note. So you need to ensure that your tablet or computer is on the same network as the PC. So it needs to be on the same Wi-Fi connection. There's a few little requirements. So ideally for the EFB functionality, it needs to make sure you're on iOS 12.4 or above. And for the remote MCDU, you need to be on iOS or iPadOS 15 plus. So that's just something to notice. You can obviously get it on Windows as well. And you can just open it in the internet browser as well. So let's jump right into it. So first things what we need to do is we need to power on the aircraft, and then we'll jump over to the MCDU. If you look down in this bottom right corner, there's an option here for using an external device. So this kind of explains a little bit how you do it, but a lot of people are like, I don't know what my IP address is. So if you don't know what your IP address is, there's a few good ways around this, and the best way I find, so you basically after your IPv4, which it shows there, apologies, so which it shows on there, and basically you need to put your IP address in and put this 8083 after it. Obviously make sure your firewall allows that port to be used. There are other videos out there to support that, but to be honest, it's never been an issue for me, and I don't really fiddle with any firewall settings, so it shouldn't be a problem for you. So what we'll do is we'll head on to the start menu, and we'll just type CMD, so command prompt. Just type CMD into the box and open the command prompt, and then you'll get this lovely black box. And basically what you need to do, let's just screw in a bit, we need to type in ipconfig, and that'll give you your local sort of network configuration. So if you look here, you've got an IP4 address. So that is going to be the IP address that we put in. So in a separate internet browser, let me just move this across and show you. So ipconfig, so we basically put in here 192.168.1.219, and then we put the semicolon, and then we put 8083, which is basically requested in here. And then we hit enter. So as you can see, that is not the MCDU. But it's really straightforward from here. And all we do is we click on MCDU. And then it'll ask you which MCDU do you want to control. Obviously, I've got the left set up, so I'm just going to select the right. If the aircraft's fully powered up, which we'll do now for you, this will all boot up and you can operate it in its normal fashion. You'll get all the usual clicks that you will get. Obviously, as the sim starts up, and then everything will work. Obviously, if you want to use it as the EFB as well, you can do that. So you can hit the home button as well. So we look down here, there's a little home button. You can move this home button about as well. So hit the home button, and then it allows you to put your departure performance, arrival performance. You can also connect to Navigraph as well. It'll get you to scan a QR code and log in on the first occasion. But yeah, if I download my SimBrief route that I've just done, for example, and I want to look at a chart for Stansted, for example, so we'll just go down here to, let's do an arrival. I've got one of the arrival charts. I don't know. And let's see, we can get all the charts there. You can do a few things with them. You can scribble on them. You can erase all that as well. You can flip the charts around, and you can zoom in and out. So you get the EFB. It's really lovely actually, using the EFB on a tablet. I quite like it. I personally don't do it anymore. I used to do it. Don't anymore. As you noticed probably in a lot of my flights, I don't tend to integrate much with the EFB other than for doing my departure performance. And I find with Navigraph within the sim, it's a little bit unstable sometimes, and I have a second screen, so I just run it on that anyway. But yeah, that's how you set up the EFB and the MCDU. So like I say, it's really straightforward. There's nothing really complicated about it, and it works brilliantly on the tablets. Obviously, this is on the Windows browser. When it's on the tablet, it does shorten it and crop it really nicely. Especially on Apple products, it works amazingly. That's something I definitely do know. If you do need any help with it, if you go over to the Phoenix website and look for the knowledge base. So knowledge base is somewhere you can find out loads of technical support. So you can just MCDU if I can spell that right, MCDU, and then it would say about how you could change the background image, for example. And there's loads of different little videos like that, little clips on that. Obviously, I tend to do more videos on it just so it's easier for people to know what they're doing. But yeah, it's really straightforward. And there we go. That's as simple as it is. There's nothing really more to it. So guys, thank you very much for watching. I wish you a pleasant evening, and hopefully we'll see you in the next video. Feel free to join our live streams. We're doing them fairly regularly at the moment, and we'll be doing them a lot more regularly. Unfortunately, not so much over this weekend, but we'll be getting a few out next week in the week time. But thanks for joining us, and I hope this has been informative and useful for you, and we'll see you again in the next video. Bye for now.